Okay, today we're going to be going over how to set up a web page server using the WAMP model, Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. The first thing you're going to have to do is download 3 files. Your PHP file, your Apache file, actually 4 files. Your MySQL file and your MySQL Workbench file. To get these, you'll need to go to this website, which is apache.org. and download the 2.2 version. Then you have to go to PHP website, and you're going to want to download the BC86 thread safe version. But you want to do the zip, you don't want to do the installer. And then you will go to your MySQL website, you'll download the Community Server Edition and the Workbench GUI tool. This is to help you deal with working with MySQL for people who are not savvy with working with the command prompt. Okay, I'm not going to go through downloading them because I already have them downloaded for this tutorial. First thing you're going to want to do is install Apache. Just accept the agreements. Your network name, you're going to set to localhost, same as with your server name, and the email address you can set to whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then you're going to go typical, and this is where you're going to change it. You do not want to install it to your program files, as it will not work there. If you have Windows 7, if you have Windows XP, it might. But Windows 7 and Windows Vista, you will have the UAC go nuts on you every time you try and change a file. So you are going to install it to your My Documents folder because it's easier to find, easier to deal with, and I've already created a file called Apache, and then you're going to want to click OK and install. Let me make sure that directory is empty. Let's see. Yes, we can leave those there. Those are not important. And install. Now, as this is going, I'm going to show you how to set up your PHP. Your PHP, you are going to want to also install to your C drive. You want to install it to your C drive because it's easier to find and easier to use. So let's go and unzip it while that's going. Extract, change this to your C drive, create a file called PHP, or a folder called PHP, and okay. And we are 2/3 of the way through with this. Okay, close 7-zip. And it's finished. Okay, now you'll notice that you have this nice little icon right here showing that it's running. Now, you're going to want to click on this and stop it because we need to edit 2 files. We need to edit your httpd.conf file and your php.ini file. Okay, so stop that. Okay, now that we have stopped that, let's go and navigate to that file. Apache conf and your httpd file. Okay, we will start with this because we need a couple of, let's make this to where we can find. You're going to need to add these 3 lines. I'll leave this up here so that you can see it, so that you can copy it. Adding these 3 lines enables your PHP. You'll notice this is mapped to where I've installed PHP to. That's because it needs to find the php.ini file, which we're about to edit. Okay, let's close this. Now, let's go to your C drive, open up PHP. Okay, now here's where we need to do something right quick. So we're running. Okay, now you're going to want to take your PHP file, which you see right here. You're going to want to take that and rename it to php.ini. And there you go. Actually, let's instead of doing that, copy, paste, and then we will rename it now to php.ini. The reason why is you want to be able to keep the original file there, just in case you have to reuse it. Okay, now let's open this up and make a couple changes. The first change you're going to want to do, you're going to want to scroll down here until you see this right here. You'll notice this big long list of extensions. You want to go just above it and find your extension file, which is here, right here, your extension directory. You're going to want to change that to C PHP, well, PHP ext, so that it can find your extension directory. If you do not do that, your PHP will not communicate with Apache. Okay, and now you're going to want to scroll down, and this is to enable your MySQL. You will take that off of there and that off of there, and there you have it. Now your PHP and MySQL are both enabled. You want to make sure you uncheck both of these lines. I'll save. Okay. Now here's one other thing. I want you to copy your PHP file, php.ini, and your PHP Apache 2.2, both of these. Copy those into your C drive, Windows, System 32. Copy them into here. I have already copied them into here, so it's no problem. Let's see, let's find them so that I can show you where they are. The reason why is, see here, both of them are. The reason why you want to do that is so that whenever MySQL tries to find those files, whenever Apache tries to find those files, it can find them fine. And also, from your extension directory, you want to copy this file, libmysql.dll. You want to copy that over. Okay, no big deal. Okay, now I will walk you through setting up and testing your PHP. You will want to go open bracket PHP info, close bracket. Okay, now you're going to want to save that as test.php. Save, and this will tell you if you've installed it correctly. Let's open up Firefox. Open up a new tab. Oh, and you also, sorry, I didn't say this, you want to restart your server. Okay, server started, so go localhost /test.php. If you've done it correctly, this will pop up. This is showing that your PHP and Apache are configured correctly. Okay, and that is all for this tutorial, because as of right now we are running at 615 seconds. That is all for this tutorial. I will be back and I will show you how to install and configure MySQL on your MySQL workbench, and I'll also walk you through setting up my PHP BB version 3. Thank you. Also, don't forget to visit my website, www.etchobby.com. Thank you.